Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good everyone. Hi everyone. So today we're gonna have a beautiful video review about story, which basically called the apartment story, right? So this cool thing about the story-driven games is that your character can be about literally anything, if done right. Apartment Story is a tiny narrative in cramped space that feels much bigger. This is a simple concept fleshed out of the made richer, more engaging, and more rewarding. It turns out the small moments that make up your day can also make for a pretty excellent plot. Little things that require no throughout suddenly feel like tangible and powerful experiences. I won't dig into the spoiler theory right now, but the basic plot is exactly that. 3 people, 1 gun, and the apartment as a setting. It's downright elegant. The thing that makes Apartment Story such a fascinating experience is the filler in between the plot. You're expected to share, shower, cook, and, just do your regular things as you were doing before. Every action is tied to a simple control scheme that forces these actions to feel deliberate and truthful. You go to pick up the cigarettes, light them, and chuck the remains. Cooking includes doing the dishes and remembering to close the fridge and cupboard doors. The stuff isn't quite optional either. You get a stack of meters of maintain. If you neglect your sleep and hunger, it affects your performance. Smoking even out your mind. Have you held John Saga cigarette at important plot junctures, right? Keeping busy with any task like cooking and getting hiles fills out the day. Suddenly you feel more connected to the character, they reassembles your day, and the stocks feel more real. It's just a simple way to suck you in, and it works so well. So well. I found myself cleaning up, shaving up, and no for real reason either. I just felt like the natural thing to go. The graphics are chunky and weird, but it's more entertaining and off-putting. Apartment Story looks like a PlayStation 1 game, albeit one with crisp audio. Somehow the settings is so grounded that the visuals don't feel nostalgic anymore. Instead, they are deliberate design decisions that keep you focused on your plans. Plus, the presence of the crackhead and the crappy smartphone screens kept me rooted in all the modern day. Although the simple models aren't capable of much expression, the dialogue is sharp enough to compensate. I love the music. You've got a Bluetooth speaker in the living room that controls the channels, but they also kick in particularly tense story moments. I look forward to a more complete track breakdown upon the game release. Like the visuals and the mechanics, the music works to elevate the atmosphere. Driving rain and drifting cigarette smoke blend with the soundtrack to create a powerful vibe. As always, I played this game on my Steel 16 Audio A13V laptop. Although Apartment Story is a pretty tiny game, it is prefers a proper graphics card. As long as you got that covered, you should be good. While I describe the plot in basis, still draws you in. This is a raw, relatable characters with grounded struggles you immediately connect with. The aforementioned gun carry a serious weight as you do individual actions. The whole game is pretty short. More or less of a feature film. Also, what do I say? You can experience an atmosphere that the singing, sitting throughout it will sit you for no longer. I'm curious about what charges were subsequent playthroughs, but I sort of want to preserve the story as I've seen it. So, also I would like to highlight bad things which I didn't like. It's somewhat simple story and the chunky visuals. Then everything that is positive side, you already heard about it. So the engagement sim mechanics, excellent music, relatable characters, the chunky visuals is also has special unique charm, right? The especially unique charm. So what else? And yeah, so what I'm going to say is Apartment Story sits apart from the most narrative games for me. The big difference is the sim element. Having to do things like shower, cook, smoke, and pee really evaluates the experience. Between the plot, the atmosphere, and the mechanics, I'm quite impressed. Although the story is pretty simple, it still drives you in. If you got a few hours free, I recommend you checking our apartment story. Well, what else should I mention to that? Well, actually, the one genuine annoyance, however, was the instance where I decided to light up one waiting for Diane's stalker to return, right? I'm trying without the spoilers, but still. So Arthur, he grabbed the knife and I had no recourse, no barging ship, no weapon. Instead of bringing on a knife to gunfight, I brought a joint and full bladder. Added it again. This instant aside, there are no serious bugs in the story. I would recommend playing you an idea of the cinematic games as highly polished AAA experience. But if you don't mind a bit of junk, you don't care about balls clipping throughout yourself. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.